What we have right here is this guy that I'm not allowed to touch because it's YouTube. That is a Stifler Manufacturing slide on the Ruger RXM. And above it is the Strike Industries grip. This used to be the same pattern that you could get 80%, but now it's only available 100%. Some people just love that as far as a Gen 3 G19. And that RXM is basically Gen 3 G19 clone with a modular fire control group. And what that means is you can get different grips to put that fire control group in. The serialized portion of the firearm is the plasticky bit, not the slide. And so it's whatever the trigger is connected to and the internals. So who's out there? Say hello so I know who you are in the chat. So what I did do is I had the Stifler Manufacturing on the Strike grip, and I removed the Ruger slide and I put it on the RXM grip, and I'm hoping to get out there and live fire it. And I got Stifler, let's see, Stifler's channel is playing in the background on my laptop because I don't have any Stifler swag. And if you're wondering what I got right here, that's an Aero Precision ARP by Fragout Designs in Fragout Design Studio. I've been working with him for a long time. He supports the channel, just like Stifler. Actually, they sent me this slide out for, testing and video and, basically promotion. So I just want to say thank you to them. I would love to hold on, I'm gonna turn the camera away. And this gun mat was provided by Otis, another great company, great people. And Jared at Mud Lake Ranch has his own channel. So this is the Gideon Optic on the Ruger RXM with the Stifler Manufacturing slide and that beautiful gold anodized barrel. Yes, that looks pretty good. And we're going to turn around one more time because YouTube doesn't let you see that. So you can see the crown of the barrel here. And Frag Out, what's up? My homeboy. How's it going, buddy? And of course, Frag Out did the logo for Definition Knives. And that is the keychain here that I have that I'm 3D printing a mega ton of. And so, yeah, if you want, first off, we are going to be Definition Knives. That's the company me and DLD After Dark own. We are going to be at GOA Goals in Knoxville, Tennessee at the beginning of August. And if you just search for Goals or GOA Goals, you'll find it online. And we're going to be at the Fat Tag booth. So if you want any of this cool, and wow, that looks cool. So I say it's the kanji guy. My business partner, DLD After Dark, calls him Stickman. I think he looks like, some Chinese, Japanese, Korean kanji. So I call him the kanji guy. And we're giving these things away. And actually, if you're not going to be at GOA Goals and you want one of these, just hit me up on the grams with your contact info. I'll send it out to you. So I am flyingRich_official on the grams and happy to send you one of these keychains that my 3D printer is just producing like mad. So I am in beautiful South Florida. And unfortunately, should I just open up the case? Hold on. Let me just swing the camera this way because I don't want YouTube to cancel me. But if I open up the case, yeah, you can't see. I'll take this out. I'll move this. Yeah, you can't see me doing any of that. And here is another beautiful Frag Out designed firearm. And I'll throw them in the frame because, YouTube doesn't allow me to show these things. There is cool stuff in that case. So Frag Out did this 1911 here that we're looking at. That is all of his artwork hand-drawn and then burned into the firearm with a laser. And I gotta say, the Glock, hold on, I'm gonna swap them around because you can't touch firearms on screen with YouTube. Let's see. And we'll swing back around. That is laser stippled. The grip is laser stippled. That the engraving on the slide is mad crazy. Hold on, we're going to swing far because I'm going to just flip things around a little more here because you can't touch this. You have no clue how deep that engraving is on the slide. It is crazy amazing. And yes, if Fragout, so Fragout did the logo artwork for us, so he came up with that. And Fragout did that beautiful Aero Precision ARP that you see right there. He is a master. He is totally king of firearms artwork. And really love it. Oh, Johnny 3 Bar, thank you, man. Johnny, I gotta give you much appreciation because Johnny 3 Bar is dropping all of the links in the chat. So Definition Knives, what you see, these little guys right here, that is my knife company that Dark and I own and operate. So Definition Knives, we are going to be at GOA Goals at the Fat Tech booth. And ooh, what other pretty firearms can I show? All right, I'm going to have to like turn that far around. Let's see. I'm going to move other things because we can't touch these things online because that would be bad according to the tubes of you. And I'm going to pop out another very cool firearm. And hold on. I'm going to put this here. Don't look at what I'm doing. Oh yeah. You can't, definitely don't look at what I'm doing here. Because YouTube would not, can I put this right here? How would it look best? I think right there, yes. Okay, so now we have, and for those of you people that say, hey man, I love the comment. It's like, you know, if you have guns that are art, you don't deserve to have guns. Well, all right, not all my guns look like this. My daily driver is my beater, and I've got a nice car also. Just like I've got really good clothes, and then I got the clothes that I wear every day. So, Zanti Misfit, what's up? I'm not sure. I have no clue what your comment means, but Oompa Loompas control the tubes of use. Amen, brother. Amen. And so, yeah, just companies that are friends of the business. I just, you know, or there's a number of us YouTubers that have been friended by companies. So Fragout Designs, I got to say, has blessed me with amazing firearms that are just beautiful pieces of art. So yeah, whatever is laser engraved on this table is a Fragout firearm. And Fragout is yeah, in the midst of some holy cow, oh my gosh, whatever going on. And when he comes out of it, he will be producing these same beautiful firearms again. And I just love his stuff, just love his stuff. Along with the beautiful Aero Precision ARP over there is a color matching hand grenade. And I should have brought it out, but I don't. Literally, I did not plan on doing this. What I planned on doing is since Tuesday morning, I've been trying to walk out into my yard and shoot guns and make videos. And I have not been able to do that, just things popping up and, you know, helping people out and doing some things. So what I initially wanted to show you guys is that Ruger RXM, which is basically a G19 Gen 3 clone-ish, along with some Ruger special sauce, just like the P365 or the P320. It has a fire control group that is actually the firearm, which you can see the window with the serial number there. Don't look at it. I don't care. People get nuts about serial numbers. I really don't care. Mr. BSer, how are you? How are you? And thank you, gentlemen, for joining my chat here. And yeah, I just want to show that Stifler Manufacturing sent me out a slide and a fully built slide, which is really nice. I threw Gideon Optic on it. So Gideon's another company that supports the channel along with Fragout. And I got Stifler's video rolling in the background if you see on my Chromebook there. And like I said to you guys earlier, if you guys are going to GOA Goals, stop by, and happy to give you some swag. And if you're not going to GOA Goals and you want one of these, just hit me up on the grams. That's flyingRich_official on the grams, and I will be glad to send you one of these out. And we are not seeing, you know what? I gotta change. So this is the Norso Piranha slide, and I'm just gonna, let's see, we'll just spin around here because I can't touch this. I'm gonna move, let's see, this one out. The coloring, the Cerakote coloring on that is a little subtle, and it just does not come through. It's a little dark, and this was something that I talked to Marconi about custom doing. And Marconi, another great company, friend of the channel, supporter of the channel, and they sent, well, when I say they sent it out to me, I did pay for these things. So whether I paid full retail or not, I'm not real sure, but cool company, just like Goonbeam, just like JSD Supply, Gideon Optics, just pimping all of the homies that support the channel. And yeah, so I don't know how many minutes of clear weather we have. It's probably 97% humidity out and just crazy AF. I'm hoping. All right. So who here is going to leave the comment like, I love the FUD comment. Well, if your guns are like jewelry, you don't deserve to have them. Yeah, I got brand new underwear and I got older underwear. You know, I can walk and chew gum at the same time. Let's check what the weather in beautiful Jupiter, Florida is. And it currently says it's 88 degrees, 72% humidity. I think they might be behind the curve on that. Oh. And let's see. I would check it on my phone, but you know, my phone I'm using right now to do the live stream. And let's see. So I'm kind of surprised that you guys that watch this channel, you guys did not like the shower gun where I had the 50 BMG in the shower on one of the shorts I did. That video did not get a lot of traction. In fact, recent videos have not gotten a lot of traction, recent shorts on this channel. And whether that's a YouTube thing, I'm assuming it's a YouTube algorithm thing. So I figured I'd be branching out, and I was mainly doing voiceover shorts with firearms on this channel, but I know Theo's guns inspired me to jump in and just do a little bit of lives with my firearms. Do I need to break out the Steyr AUGs? See, here's the thing. It's 322, and being that I'm the stay-at-home dad of 2 fur babies, where are they? That one's sleeping. Where's the other one? She was flipping out because it was thundering. So yeah, I'm Mr. Mom to 2 fur babies. Do I get? No, she is dead sleeping. I don't want to wake her up. She might get mad at me. And you know, this is not what my kitchen counter looks like when my wife is home. And I don't know if you see. Hold on, let's spin it around up here. You see I've got more DK keychains in the background. I'm printing the living heck out of all of them. Let's see, what else is in here? I mean, I would show off the shadow systems, but the shadow systems isn't really anything to look at. Hold on, I'm going to pull out one more gun, which is and isn't all sorts of, let's see, cool. Let's see, you can't see me doing that. It's cool on a couple of layers and levels because, all right, boop, here it is. That is the Grizzly 101 from Bear Creek Arsenal. So it's a Gen 3 G17 clone. And that is how it came. Tell me I'm scraping that up. Dude, I've got a couple mags worth of rounds, and I have been treating it perfect. So yeah, if you're going to talk to me about Gucci guns and taking care of them, Yeah, okay. That one, I see a couple of might be able to polish the slide up there, but yeah, that's how it comes. It is nice. It is really nice. So in case you guys like Bear Creek Arsenal, so here's the other thing. It's like people talk to me and they tell me that, oh yeah, you got all the Gucci guns. Well, all right, Bear Creek Arsenal, here you go. Here you go. Let me pull out some of my Andersons. I do have Gucci Andersons, believe it or not. And Frag Out Designs helped me with that. Yeah, let me know if you want to see my Gucci 8.6 Blackout Anderson pistol. AR pistol. So it's an AR-10 pistol. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see the Gucci 8.6 Blackout AR-10 Anderson with a Silencer Co. Omega 36M suppressor on it. Put 1 in the chat. No one's in the chat? We got Johnny 3 Bar with a 1 in the chat. So let's see. Frag Out, G17, right here. We got, let's see, that's the Norso slide on the Strike Industries frame. Bear Creek Grizzly 101. That's a Marconi slide on, is that an SCT frame or a G7? No, that is a Strike Industries frame. Yep. Oh, nope, that's SCT. I'm sorry. Strike Industries, SCT. We got another one. All right, let me walk in the other room and grab it. Do I need to put it on a tripod? How should I display it? Let's see. I'm going to turn this over here. I'm going to put a chair over. You're not seeing me. I am absolutely not touching a firearm right now. No, absolutely not. And what do we have here? Whoa! Hold on. We're going to go mobile. And Frag Out totally killed it on this. Look at the artwork. So that is, I call it the Thrift Stallion. And the Thrift Stallion, you see his eye? You see the Thrift Stallion across the upper and lower receiver right here? And look, it's not too Gucci. It's got rounds hitting right there. And the Silencer Co. Omega 36M with the $5 suppressor wrap, the $5 DIY suppressor wrap. That's right, that is a silicone like wash drain mat. Switches are for people who can't aim and have horrible no switches here, man. So that is the $5 silicone mat and goon tape. And of course, we got the Gideon optics on top. We've got the KAK downdraft bolt because who likes gas face? That's the KAK case spec, and it's got the Armaspec buffer system. And we've got the AT3 Tactical 2-stage trigger in here, 4.5 pound. It is sweet. And what else? I think that's the Armaspec Ambi selector. Love the Ambi selector. And oh gosh, whose charging handle is that? That is K&M's charging handle, if I recall correctly. There is a build sheet on this. So if you go to flyingRich.com and click on builds, you can see that. Not sure ID trust $5 right. Oh, not sure I trust. Dude, it works. And I got you. You're right. Even if the wrap is good, they make themselves look better if they charge. No. Well, the wrap is total DIY. So that is like on Amazon, I ordered a $5 silicone drain mat, cut it up with a box cutter, and then just wrapped it. Like the silicone doesn't stick to anything or nothing sticks to silicone. So basically you gotta like just wrap onto itself the goon tape. And yeah, so that is this puppy right here. 86 blackout. So yeah, $3 a round. Just as expensive as the 50 BMG. And so back over here, we got the RXM with the Stifler Manufacturing slide, and that's a live stream earlier from Stifler. Of course, I'm laying out the DK knives, Definition Knives merch. And right here, check this out. Look at this. You've no idea how thick that is. I mean, the depth of that engraving, it is crazy. So this is the Frag Out Designs G17. That thing is a work of art. I just got some more green tips. Amen. Keep it coming. And that. Okay, so Shadow Systems barrel, Gideon optic, Norso slide. Marconi Armory did the Cerakote work on that. On the Strike Industries frame, so it's got Strike upper parts kit, Strike lower parts kit. I'm sorry, Shadow Systems. I'm sorry, Shadow Systems upper parts kit, lower parts kit. That is another Marconi G19 clone on SCT frame, and another Frag Out Design. We got a couple of Frag Out Design firearms here. We're missing the best parts of it. Why do people call me? Don't call me. Opinion on the P320 negativity. It's not worth your life. How about that? And I have the Sig P365. Oh, we got to get a close-up of this. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I might be touching it right now. I might be touching it. Oh, look away, look away. We got to take a look at this. Oh, that's a cool barrel. So Shadow Systems, fluted, twisted barrel, just like that barrel. Hold on, we will flip it this way so you can see. How is that? That is pretty cool. And that is just a plain Jane Shadow Systems. Let's see, we'll pull it out of the case. We'll pull it out so you can look at it. Just the regular old DR920 Shadow Systems. And, oh yeah. All right. Let's see, which one is worth my mortgage? Most of them. My opinion, 320, there is obviously, yes, I completely agree with you, man. 320 has issues, and there is documented video evidence of issues with the 320. Do I have a Sig Sauer? I've got a Sig P365, so yes. I'm not carrying the Sig P365 right now, not for any of the reasons of current note. The only reason I'm not carrying my Sig P365 is I will not carry a gun that I don't have 500 rounds through. And I do not have 500 rounds through the Sig P365 yet. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Sig P365. I think technically, and again, this is just not like I've done exploratory anything on the 320 or 250. So what you need to understand is the 320 was a hammer-fired firearm with that FCU concept, and the 250 came out, and then the 320 came out after it because they needed a firearm, same form factor, with a striker. And so they made a hammer-fired FCU into a striker-fired FCU. They really should have clean sheet papered it. It just doesn't sound good. There is a substantial amount of evidence that does not support SIG. And it's unfortunate. They've had a lot of really good products, but there's enough going on with them that it is, would the M18, M17 be any different? So the M18 is the 320. That's the military version of the 320. I don't know what the M17 is, if that's the 250, I don't know. I know the M18 is the Sig P320, basically the military contract version. Right, P226, right? Good gun. Yeah, it's a shame. So let's see. I was gonna say I don't have a Glock, but that is this right here. This G17 is the third actual real Glock I've owned. I've got a number of polymer 80s. What is my EDC? So right now, my preferred EDC. Let me say it this way. I'm gonna give a more complex answer. My preferred EDC is the Sig P365. I pocket carry, so it's 10+1, and I keep a X-Tech mag extension, so that's 13 rounds. So I have 11 in my pocket and 13 in the other pocket, so I carry 24 rounds. Typically, so rolling back, I am not currently carrying my Sig P365 just because I do not have 500 rounds through it. And I was hoping to get out and, let's see, can you see? Yeah, you really can't see that it's wet and rainy out there, but right now I am not carrying the Sig P365 because I do not have 500 rounds through it. Right now I am carrying a 380, so I'm carrying the Ruger LCP Max, so it's a 10+1, slightly smaller than the Sig P365, but I would prefer carrying the Sig P365. Like I said, I will not carry a gun I do not have 500 rounds through. So, G17, basically larger barrel version. Got it. The 17. I'm not sure, Aiden, what you're saying. Got it. Oh, got it and the 17. Gotcha. Yeah, what is it? See, I'm not a big Glockophile. I do have so I bought a police buyback, and that was the 45. I think is that Glock 21, and I have a polymer 80 10 mil. Ah, you got the 15 mag on the P365. Nice. Yeah, so I pocket carry, and if you guys don't know, I am actually the Florida plaintiff for open carry. That's a GOA lawsuit. And we filed that lawsuit July of last year. So I am, and GOA is supporting it, the suing of the Port St. Lucie Sheriff in the state of Florida for open carry. Glockophile, what about glockophobia? Good one. Yeah, look, I am not the sheeple. I've had guns for a very long time before I had my first Glock. So there is a lot to be said about the simplicity and the way the Glock system works. And it's just as coming from an aviation standpoint, the less moving parts, and we talked about this earlier. I was just on John Crump Live. So the Glock is the aviation example of less moving parts, less parts to break, and the Sig P320, P365, 250, those are fairly sophisticated fire control units, marked safe from Sigumsism. I don't know how to pronounce that today. Gotcha. Got marked safe from supporting, from injuring yourself with a SIG, is what you're saying. Let's see, what is a more impressive angle here? We'll swing around this way. Is that more cool? Oh, I got to get the Stiffler in. Hold on. We're going to spin you around. You can look at the 8.6 Blackout Anderson AR-10 for a moment there. Let's see, we'll swing that around. We get the Stifler Manufacturing in. Would you say the P80 or daggers are good for EDC? What are your thoughts on? So, Typically, what I tell people is, you want a reliable system. You want a system that's um, got a good history behind it. You don't want to buy something new. I like the daggers. I actually, so the first Glock in the family was a Glock 43. And when I brought home the Sig P365, my wife said she wanted that instead of the 43. Who's 2A high? Well, hello, hello. Sig price drop, I see. Woo! Ouch, ouch. If you're into firearm collecting and don't care to use them, get a couple of 320s and throw them in the safe. They might be valuable someday in the future. So, let's see. Let's go back to P80. I know people that carry P80s. I like to carry firearms that are absolutely bone stock, that have zero modifications on them. The polymer 80, there is always going to be a little bit of difference as to how they're made. Now, if you made them and you know they're really good and you've had a good history with it, just like I said, if you get 500 rounds through it with no jams, I bless that for concealed carry. That's where I am on the stance. So the G43, I got one of the PSA dagger grips for it. So now it has instead of a 10 round grip, it has a 15 plus 1 round grip. So, ooh, don't have a round in the chamber on a 320. How about that? Carry a peanut butter dagger. Yep, yep. Every day and a Beretta M9 at night. Nice, nice. Yeah, so realistically, um my acid test is any EDC firearm needs to have 500 rounds through it. So I mean, if you can, like, say, if you're carrying jacketed hollow point, I also carry typically, hold on, I typically carry a salad. And let's see, can I? Yeah, all right. So oh man, I got to blow the dust off my EDC magazine here. So the Ruger LCP Max that I have, I just have the Fort Scott's, the copper tumble-on impact projectile. BV Luminous, how's it going, man? So yeah, I gotta say, so Theo's Guns inspired me. He just broke 1,000 subscribers, and he's been out there showing, just doing live streams showing his guns. And Theo inspired me to get out and do this, and so here I am. And if you guys are going to be at GOA Goals, you can pick up one of these. And if you're not going to be at GOA Goals, so this is our definition knives. I call it the Kanji Guy. Dark calls them the Stick Man. That is our knife company. And we're going to be giving away these free keychains. I am 3D printing these little buggers right now. I don't know if you hear the printer in the background, but it's cranking around, quanking around. Wow. I've printed three plates of these guys, red background, white foreground, and I am now printing 3 plates with the reverse. So it's going to be white background, red foreground. And yeah, if you want one of these and you're not going to GOA Goals, hit me up on the grams. It's flyingRich_official. Do you have any handmade firearms? Other than most Nagants? No. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. I am going to get one. You guys can keep looking this way. And let's see. Let's see. You're not going to see when I move this. Okay. And yeah, this is not a Q firearm or Ruger SR. So I'm not sure if this qualifies as handmade because my 3D printer made this. Does that qualify as handmade? So that is an ARC one. Let's just go mobile with the camera here. So I did the graffiti. So if you want to call that handmade, basically this is an AR9 pistol. It is fully 3D printed. So that's an AR9 barrel. So the metal parts in it are the buffer spring, the buffer itself, the bolt carrier, the fire control unit, so standard AR-15, FCU, hammer, trigger, and there is an AR-9 barrel and nut, and then there's steel rods, tension rods that go through, just like reinforced concrete rebar. So just like concrete, this is PLA plus, and it has good strength in compression, but not necessarily in tension. Now, if you don't know this, an AR9, the upper actually has to be stronger than an AR-15 because there is no bolt lockup. So the bolt face does not lock into the receiver. So what's going on? Stiffler, hey man, I was just showing your channel here. Let's see, we'll click refresh. And boop, just see, I was showing off your channel, showing off the RXM. So Mr. Stiffler asked me, will the RXM fit? And I was just going to walk out and shoot some video of me shooting this in my yard. But the skies opened up and started pouring. It has been crazy raining. And so just showing off some of the cool stuff that I have been able to collect over time. And yeah, we got definition knives kanji guys. And so yeah, I am just showing off. So gentleman in the chat asked, do I have any handmade firearms? So I was like, well, other than my Mosin gun, I've got a couple of 3D printed firearms. I don't know if that counts as handmade. You know, that the stupid robot with the hot glue gun made this. Wait, which Glock slide? You need the Stifler Manufacturing Glock slide? Is that the one? This is actually regular G17, but lasered by Fragout. And let's see, it complains about look at how, do you see how deep that is? The laser cuts? This is super, super pretty. The Norso Piranha, and it's got vents, you know, cuts up top, window cuts up top. Believe it or not, Bear Creek, this is the Grizzly 101. I don't have 500 rounds through this yet, but it has been flawless. Here is another cool, this is the Marconi. And I'm not sure, I did get this from Marconi. I don't know if that's one of their slides. ARP and ND RP9s. Now, are you saying ND as in negligent discharges? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying, I mean, basically, this is an ARP, or this is a 9mm ARP. I think 9mm ARPs are cool, but you got to keep in mind that the powder burn on a projectile for a 9mm is designed to work out of a pistol. So a longer barrel, once it's done accelerating, doesn't help it out anymore. As far as sight radius, you may be more accurate, but the round actually may end up slower. I forget what the optimal length is on an AR9. Oh, and actually, so ARP, that's 5.56 ARP right here in the back. Let's see, does it focus? Yes, now we focus on that. So Aero Precision ARP by Fragout Designs. I like the ZP barrel. I like those. Great tools, man. Thanks. And yeah, so Stiffler blessed me by sending me out that slide, and I have not gone out yet. All right, the sun is out, but it's probably only 100% humidity, and me being, I literally have been trying to go out in my yard since Tuesday to go shoot. Let's see if I'm going to turn the camera this way, and I'm just going to reposition. Can I hook it up? Yes. Reposition this firearm. Yeah. So now we can look. Believe it or not, that is an ARP. That's an 8.6 blackout ARP because it's a 12.5 barrel. So yeah, you see and believe it or not, that is an Anderson upper lower handguard. Bear Creek sent me out the barrel, and Silencer Co. sent me out the Omega 36M. So Frag Out did the laser work on that. This is, so I call it the Thrift Stallion. Let's see. So that is the new Anderson logo, and Anderson is no more. They don't exist. You see the eye of the Thrift Stallion there? And the mane going across the upper and lower, and that's mirrored on the other side. So very, very cool. And yeah, this is an AR9, fully 3D printed. Just looking kind of crazy. And just showing these guys off while Stifler's here. Oh, I know what I want to show you. Look, check this out. This is how he said, so I did not build this. I mean, I put the Gideon optic on it, and came out with this cool barrel. Look at the cuts on that. Very, very nicely done. Just great looking slide. So I hopefully will get to shoot this. I might have to wait till tomorrow. I'm like really not happy about that. Love the twisties in the barrel. So that is pretty much the same barrel. Shadow Systems barrel. What do I think about threaded barrels? Well, threaded barrel, threaded barrel, threaded barrel. Look with, so here's, I haven't said it in the stream. So I have the anti-Karen neighborhood. I live in the redneck part of Jupiter, Florida, the redneck part of Palm Beach County, I should say. And if I go shooting videos of firing guns in my backyard, my phone starts ringing, and it's my neighbors asking me, what am I shooting, and can they come over, and is it cool? So I would actually say I almost want to only shoot with a can, because I'd rather be a little more stealth and my neighbors not hear me. And for all the wrong reasons, because my neighbors are super cool. I don't know if you've ever lived in a place where you had not great neighbors, or a contentious relationship with your neighbors. These people are super cool. Really, really super cool. Better than Karen neighbors. Yeah, I got the anti-Karen neighbors. And legit, like I was shooting the 4-inch barreled AR-15 pistol that I have, and the neighbor behind me, he has horses. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna be shooting a really loud gun in the backyard. He's like, enjoy. I didn't know if you want to do something with the horses, move them to the other end of the property. And he's like, hey man, have fun with it. I'm like, well, okay then. So yeah, cool neighbors are a big blessing. So every once in a while, my wife says she wants to, sell the house. I'm like, no. No, I like the situation I got. It's totally zero Karen. In fact, the anti-Karens. And I don't know if you hear it in the background, my 3D printer is cranking these out. So DK keychains, it is doing the reverse. So it's white background, red highlight up front. And I did 3 plates like this. I'm going to do 3 more. So does that look like a stick man? My partner in the business of definition knives calls him stick man. I say he's the kanji guy because he looks like, Asian text. So what are you guys carrying? Let me know what you guys are carrying. So let's see. Wow, interestingly enough, this is all pistols. So yeah, we've got a 5.56 pistol over here. 9mm, basically AR-9 Space Gat, and 8.6 Blackout pistol. Because you see, that is not a stock, not a stock. If that was a stock, this would be an SBR, and that would mean I have to pay $200 or come January 1st, $0. Just give them fingerprints, photograph, form, weight, and then they can say I can own it. Yeah, that can there, that's the Silencer Co. Omega 36M. Yeah, I had to fingerprint, form, passport photo, weight, and pay $200 for it. Finally set up your 3D printer. Oh, you have some Creality printer, I believe, if I remember correctly. See, I'm figuring like Stiffler could be doing a whole bunch of different fixtures for the 3D printer. You know, not CNC type fixtures, but other types of fixtures. So, all right, Stifler's carrying a Glock 19. He's got a Ruger SR9 or SR45. We were talking about that last night. I've got one of each. Technically, the SR9 is my wife's. An old 357 revolver or the Stifler clone. Cool, cool. Like I said, you know, you asked about carrying a dagger. I think the dagger is fine. Just get 300 rounds through it. I mean, 500 rounds through it before you call it your carry gun. Glock 20, 10mm. Go big, go home. Where is? I don't know if I can grab it handy. My my Glock 20 is basically it's a polymer 80. So the frame is the same. So the 45 cal Glock and the 10 mil Glock have the same frame, but the ejector's different. I believe the triggers are the same. Ejector's different, of course. The slide is different. The extractors, actually, the extractor and ejector are different. Hold on. And again, I am not a Glockophile, but yeah, love the 10 mil. Some people are recoil adverse, and I really don't give a crap. I shoot the most accurate gun I shoot is the Ruger SR45. So the firing impulse or muscle memory or whatever it is between me and that gun I'm perfectly matched. I like the 10 mil. I like the idea of the stopping power of a 10 mil. I like the idea of, let's see, the Glock has 15 rounds in the standard capacity mag, so 10 plus 1. I'm sorry, did I say 10? 15 plus 1. So that is fantastic. So yeah, a lot of stopping power in that firearm. Now, I was thinking about, I have a 300 blackout pistol, and I was thinking about putting the Omega 36M on it, and a Goonbeam Light, and a Gideon Red Dot on it, and making that my home PDW. Because ideally, you want a PDW at home to have a can, to be hearing safe. You may need a light. Let's see. I was going to say my PS90's in pieces, typically, the way I store it. And the 5.7 round, I want something a little bigger, a little angrier. Uh-oh, let's see. All right, one of my, do you want to see the doggy? The doggy got a haircut, let's see, yesterday. Hold on, where is she? Hey girl, how are you? Come on, you're good. Come here, come here. She looked at me and she's like, hold on. So let's see. If I back this up a bit, and we're gonna do this. I'm gonna grab the doggy. Hold on. Come here, girl. Come here. Good girl. Yes. And so that's Chelsea. She's got a mohawk, and she's got a lion's tail. You see the lion's tail? Is it bad that we mohawk the dog? Is that bad? Where's Sunshine? Come here. Good girl, good girl. Here. And that's Sunshine. She's like a rat terrier mix. You a good girl? She always has this distressed look on her face. Who's a good girl? Who? And I see the sun. We got more sun going on. Hold on. We'll go mobile in a second here. I still got Stifler's video running in the background from earlier today. All right, so we're going to go mobile. We're going to walk past the guns, walk past the dogs. Whoop. Let's see. That's Chelsea's chill spot. And Sunshine tears things up. So let's go see what the heck it's like outside. Oh gosh, it's nasty. It's drying out in the sunlight, but it is stupid humid. And I just want to let you guys know, when you have too many guns and you need a bigger safe, cargo containers make great gun safes. Just saying. Yeah, cargo containers make great gun safes. Air conditioning is good, my man. Air conditioning is the way to go, especially in South Florida here. Oh yeah. You see the thrift stallion? That guy. That's the thrift stallion right there. And this is the Invader Zip Arc 1 9mm. He's got an Arc 2 that's 5.56. And let's see. Whoop, another ARP here. That is the Frag Out Designs Aero Precision. Let's see. I'm gonna like just. No, I'm not touching a gun, YouTube. I'm absolutely not touching. Oh. Give you a better view of this. Check out that art. Of course, another frag out gun. The Norso Piranha. And my newest addition. Loving those crisp, clean lines. Look at that barrel. Cool barrel. Let's see, we're going to slide this down a little bit. Okay, good. Let's see, just chilling here. So I'm taking a little bit of inspiration from Stiffler, show off just what he does on a live stream and Theo's Guns. Just showing off some firearms. And where are the doggies? I think Sunshine went back to my office to hide because She stays scared for a fair amount of time after it thunders. It hasn't thundered probably in 20 or 30 minutes. And she's still pretty flippy. Did the comment stall? Okay, I need to prep a bigger space so I can show them. Yep. Yeah, like me bogarting the kitchen temporarily while my wife's out working, earning a paycheck, so I can stay home and take care of the fur babies. Oh, there she is. What you doing? What you doing? Where you going? Hi there. You're good now? Are you all relaxed? You done with shaking from the storm? So hold on, can we see her if we spin around? Yep, she's chilling. Yeah, I wish, so YouTube doesn't allow you to touch firearms on a live feed. And actually, I legit like covered the mag like this and held it up on a live stream, and they killed the live stream. So, do you have a sniper? What would a sniper be? Hold on. I am going to blow your minds. Let's see. I'm going to leave the camera facing this way, so I will get the ultimate sniper gun out. And the dog is helping. All right. Let's see. Okay. How am I gonna? Is this gonna? Yeah, that'll stay. Alrighty. So, does a 50 BMG qualify as a sniper? So long range hunting precision. How long? So that is an arc and scope on a Safety Harbor Firearms 50 BMG that actually will go on an AR-15 lower, believe it or not. So you can buy just the upper from Safety Harbor Firearms, and that will go on an AR-15 lower. That is an arc and optic. It is 50 BMG rated. So once you go 50 BMG, go big or go home, 29-inch barrel. And most optics do not work on a 50 BMG, will not be guaranteed to work on a 50 BMG, will void the warranty if it's on a 50 BMG. So, yeah, go big or go home. I think the dog wants doggy dinner. She is like on her hind legs with her paws on my leg. Let's see. Can you see? I'm going to have to spin. Yeah. Doggy wants dinner. Do you want dinner? Is that the clue? Is that the clue that you are ready to be fed? Is that the clue? Is it doggy dinner time? It's 4 o'clock. I do feed them between 4 and 5. All right, go do something bad. Go be a crazy dog. So, spin around. 50 BMG. So Ghost Viper, you know Johnny 3-Bar? Cool. Dog, chill, man. Chill. So let's spin around this way. Still got Stiffler running in the background. Is it more dramatic if I make this lower? Nah, I think I'm going to keep this height. So I haven't really accuracy tested, so that's an, ouch, dog scratching me. 8.6 blackout. 8.6 blackout pistol, 12 12.5 inch Bear Creek Arsenal barrel on an Anderson upper lower handguard. And so Anderson sent me that out. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, I don't know how sniperish that is. Ghost Viper needs a Stifler Viper. Yeah, that's cool. What? What dog? The dog is pestering me. The other dog is chill. All right, we are just over the 1 hour mark. I see 20 of you here. I just want to say thank you for joining me. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. Give the dog a treat. Yeah, she's not really... oh, wait, yeah, there is a treat she likes. She likes the sticks. No, stop. The dog is constantly scratching my calf. You got to stop. You need to stop, you bad dog. Now she's giving me the eye. Hold on, let's see. Can you see? It's like, feed me. Please feed me. See, that's what she does. Well, stop it! I'm gonna put mittens on you. You need mittens. You need doggy mittens. I'm gonna put doggy mittens on so you can't scratch me. You need doggy mittens. You're a bad dog. And just in case you're wondering, hold on. Let's see. Can you read it? Can you read her collar? It says Trump 2024. She voted twice. All right. Will you leave me alone? Did I pet you enough? I know it's not enough. She doesn't get enough pets, and I don't have enough guns. Yeah, like and sub, and definitely like and sub Stifler Manufacturing. He's working his way to 1,000 subscribers. What, dog? What? Is there any chill left in you? There's no chill left in this doggy. So where is, hold on. We gotta rearrange. We gotta put the Stiffler up front because YouTube, I'm not touching guns. I'm not touching guns on a live stream. No, ouch! The dog is totally scratching me. So that is on the RXM, the Stiffler slide. It is really sexy. The optic, so what is my favorite optic for the 50 BMG? So definitely, and if you look at my table here, you're gonna say, oh, that guy's got a lot of money to spend on guns. Well, you know, I opportunistically buy. So the Arkin, I would say if you're into budget 50 BMG, the Arkin optic is sweet. That is one sweet optic at a really good price. So you are probably not, let me just say, Arkin guarantees that this works on a 50. They know it works on a 50. It'll reliably work on a 50. Other companies will sell you an optic and guarantee it, but it may break after a while. So I would, there's a whole culture around 50 BMG, and I would definitely, tap into that. I did a whole bunch of research, and Arkin sent me out that optic for the gun, so that was super sweet, super nice. So Arkin sent me a couple of LPVOs out that I'm going to be doing some shooting with. But yeah, so the Safety Harbor firearms, I can't tell you what the ouch, dog, ouch, you got to stop. I can't tell you what the .com is, but if you look up Safety Harbor firearms in your favorite search engine, you will find them. And I know they got a bunch of 29 inchers, so exactly that. Sorry, I got the dog in one hand here. Exactly that firearm. They got a bunch of those uppers in stock. I have a Night Force. Okay, all right. So you're spending a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, definitely Night Force. I mean, that's a good chunk of change. But definitely, if you're interested, Arkin, and if you wouldn't mind tagging me, like if you tagged Arkin and tagged me on the IGs, that'd be great. If you buy an Arkin and let them know Flying Rich sent you there, that'd be great. Also, if you're going to be buying a Safety Harbor SHTF 50 BMG from them, let them know Rich sent you. That's cool. Walt, the owner, is a friend of mine. Sadly, I have a lot of money. Well, hopefully everything else is right in your life too. Good. God bless you, man. I don't know. If I had a lot of money, I'd have a running airplane. That's what I would have, as opposed to a parts kit of an airplane. I'm trying to figure out what the noise is I'm hearing. It is the 3D printer in the background, and I'm just trying to keep the dog from scratching my leg. If I had a lot of money, I'd have another one of these. So she is part rat terrier and part chihuahua, but deerhead chihuahua, not applehead chihuahua. And my wife keeps talking about, like, oh, maybe we get another one. I'm like, yeah, she's a lot of energy, a lot of fun, and then when she needs attention, yeah, like right now where she's scratching up my leg, that's why I'm holding her, so she doesn't scratch up my leg. I don't know, are dogs allowed to touch firearms? That's sweet. And I do make jokes. Do I have? No, I don't think I have any guns in the cargo container. Ah, cool, cool. Yeah, I don't. I got a Thompson Center compass, and so 308 Thompson Center compass. I do have a PSA AR-10 6.5 Creedmoor and a PSA AR-10 308. So I don't know if you call them long range snipers, but let's see. If I put the dog down, is she going to be chill? Be right back. And the answer is no. And 68.2% Tannerite. I'm not sure if that's a Tannerite dog joke. I actually own the domain tanneritedog.com because we've been making that joke forever. I think tanneritedog.com gets you over to my website, flyingRich.com. I think it redirects. Alrighty, folks, it is 4:16 Florida time. I'm happy to know it fits. I mean, I knew it would, but I didn't know. Yeah. But the acid test is taking that thing out and popping a few rounds. And if I clean up and just like not video, but just pop a few rounds off, I may be able to give you a couple of mag yay or nay report. I'm assuming it's yay. I would fully assume it's yay. With that, gentlemen, it has been over an hour. Thank you for joining me. I may be doing more of these, so if you're watching this in the replay, let me know. Say, refried beans, reheating the leftovers, whatever it is, let me know that you're watching in the comments, that you enjoyed the live stream, and I may do more of these. You guys have an excellent day. Thank you.